everybody, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about why it feels like the connection is so bad in Cold War compared to Modern Warfare. One of the biggest reasons for this is going to be bullet velocity. I'm going to show you a couple side-by-sides, back-to-back comparisons, so you have a better idea how this particular stat works, because it was probably one of the most important stats in the game. If you enjoy the video or learn something new, please do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you're brand new, want to find your way back for more Call of Duty content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Let's go ahead and get into the first example. We already got two classes set up. This is an MP5 with the lowest bullet velocity it can have, which is this base bullet velocity of 250 meters per second. XM4, same thing. I've stacked it so it has the lowest at 385 meters per second. And then for the second set of loadouts that we'll be switching to, the bullet velocity is actually double or twice as fast. So for the MP5, instead of 250, it's going to be 500, which you can see on the screen. When we go to the XM4, we have the same scenario here. Instead of 5,500, we have 1,100 meters per second. And this is going to be very obvious in game. And this is going to explain probably why you're missing a ton of the shots that you think you should be hitting. So we're going to be on Miami, and the specific reason that we're going to Miami is because it's very easy to see bullet drop. So if I mark this window right here, and I'm trying to aim at the top of this window, it's 125 meters, so this is fairly far. This is going to be with the MP5. So you can see how long the bullet takes to hit the target. It takes quite a while before I fire. Look, I can actually shoot, click away, and you can actually see where those bullets hit. We do the same thing with the XM4. There is a long delay between when I pull this trigger and that bullet makes contact. Obviously, that's incredibly far distance. So if it's half the distance, it's kind of hard to even see when the bullet makes impact. But this wall is a good representation of how long it's taking for a bullet to actually make contact. So if I see someone fire, move, the bullet is taking a while to hit that destination. Now, let's go ahead and switch to the other classes. So now we're going to do the exact same thing, but now these are weapons that have a little bit faster bullet velocity. So when I fire this one, I can't even click away. Almost. And if it's hard for you to notice how big a difference this is, this is with the XM4. Look at that. I can't go quick enough. Now we're going to look at it in slow mode, side to side. I just wanted to show you how that looked in real game, because sometimes when you go frame by frame, it makes things look way more dramatic than they actually are. But this is actually nuts. Wherever you shoot, that's where the bullet ends up going. Let's go ahead and check this out. So right here we have it set up so that we can look at this frame by frame. And what you're going to notice is the one on the left is the slow bullet velocity, and the one on the right is the faster bullet velocity. As soon as the timer, that's when the first shot is fired, and then you're going to see how long it takes to travel. So this one on the left, what you'll notice is also one I had a suppressor and one I didn't, because that's how you lower the bullet velocity. But you'll see that it doesn't have nearly as much muzzle flash when it comes to the XM4. So this one on the right already made contact because it has a faster bullet velocity. This next one doesn't make contact all the way until almost double or over double, because this one happens at about 234 milliseconds. And we go ahead and move all the way across. This one ends up being 534 milliseconds. So more than double the travel time. Obviously, the bullet is moving way faster because we doubled the velocity. And then we could see that in game. Same thing when we switch over to the XM4. You can see the other one on the right, it doesn't have a suppressor slowing down the bullet velocity. So it does have a significant amount of muzzle flash. So if you're looking to get rid of that, that's a little just side tip. You can use a suppressor and that'll help out with that. Now when I go frame by frame, this one on the right is the one that already made contact. It already made contact at 100 milliseconds. And this next one doesn't make contact, you'll see, until it hits like 400 milliseconds. And we can see these, they fire at the same time. They go from unfired to fired. Both the bullets are coming out. The bullet travels. And you can see this one makes contact right here. Right here. You can see that little spot. My arrow is pointing directly on it. It's kind of small, but you can see that little dust splatter from the wall. And then as we go over here, we have it again over here on the left. So that is a significant difference when you're trying to shoot something. Even at closer ranges, you're going to notice this because the bullet velocity is so terrible. It's going to make it feel like it's bad connection a lot of the time. Obviously, there can be instances where it kind of skips in the game. It has a little bit of lag, or the netcode isn't as great as maybe some other Call of Duties, especially at launch. It's usually not that great until they make some optimization. But this will definitely lead you to considering that this game has terrible bullet registration. Not saying that it doesn't, not saying it has perfect bullet registration, but it's not nearly as bad as you think. So definitely consider that when you're actually equipping certain attachments, because bullet velocity is probably one of the most important stats when it comes to being able to connect those shots. Obviously, using SMG, point blank range is not going to really matter, but anything beyond that, you're definitely going to notice. So hopefully you guys learned something new, found the video helpful. If you did, hit the like button. And if you're brand new, want to find your way back for more Call of Duty content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.